But
Yeah,
yeah,
do you want
Hammond,
to
do you
do a
want to talk
little
through some fall championship stuff?
yeah, a little fall champs action? Yeah, I'll go. Let's start with some 26s that are committed. First and foremost, Anthony Chavez just keeps hitting. That's nothing new there. Like that dude just rakes. Saw him leave the yard the first night. Swing looks right. Frame looks right. Was facing some good arms too. So you know, man, I mean, there's really nothing else to say besides the dude just rakes, and that's why we shoved him in the rankings, and he's going to Illinois now. Another one that was all over the barrel, Caden Shotzek. I mean, he was one at the state games where, I mean, kind of for a while now, we've liked him a lot on the mound, but the bat just continues to prove that it's real. And he had a 105-mile-an-hour double, and guys were turning like, who was that? Because it was his first night on the Canes Midwest Scout. Like, got the jersey in the parking lot, wasn't on the roster, or like he was, but like the name wasn't on the jersey, so people didn't know who he was, and everyone's like, who the heck was that? I was like, yeah, that's Caden Shotzek. That's just what he
It
does.
fired me up.
Yeah, I
When
didn't
I
see him on the
saw that.
mound.
It fired me up.
Yeah, it was an
What's that?
absolute missile. Didn't see him on the mound, unfortunately, in my 2 days there. But yeah, it was an absolute missile. The kid just looks like a beast. Apparently, he's on the golf team, Drew, which fired me
Oh,
up. His dad was
are
telling me.
you're trying to get me even more fired up? Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
So
dad
he's
was
playing
telling me.
golf and right, this is the middle of golf season right now.
Yeah, and he's like a
I
single
mean,
digit handicap. So
is that right?
yeah, that's
I
ultra
bet he
impressive.
crushes his driver.
Oh, God, could use him in a
Um,
scramble for sure.
but like to your point, like that ball was 105 off the bat in that tweet you guys put out.
Yeah.
And if he's a guy that's gonna consistently be on the barrel, it's gonna be so impactful that like it's he like I don't even know what like you can't ignore it because it's
Hmm.
so physical to where if he's going to be consistently finding the barrel, like he's going to be one of the top right-handed power bats in the state. I mean, he already kind of is.
Yeah.
Um, but you mentioned it, like you didn't get to see him on the mound. Like we like it a lot on the mound. And to me, like the bat is just he's a freak. And if he starts showing huge consistent contact, like man, his status and stock for me is like only going up. And especially when you factor in the guy's golfing too. So
Yeah.
you gotta have a little feel, you gotta show some short game feel around the greens, like
Yeah, and getting those swings to be able to work at the same time is really impressive. I could never do it. That's why I turned into a pitcher. But another thing with the 105 EV, that was with wood. So that makes it even more impressive, obviously. But moving down, Dominic Batista, he was probably my favorite player that I saw. I mean, he's long been a guy that our staff really likes. Could always go get in the outfield. Could always really run. Always really athletic. But he's starting to get physical, and it really stands out. Like he's starting to get muscle bound with lean strength, and there's a ton of twitch. UIC commit. I mean, he took two amazing swings for me, just really on time. Like both were right back up the middle. Was seeing the ball great. Man, I mean, we recently shoved him up to number 6, and it was, I mean, completely warranted. The guy should be a real pro follow. A center fielder that's left-handed hitting that can run like that and looks like that is, easy to get excited about. So he was for sure a winner for me.
I'm
And
gonna throw
then,
out Shotzik NIU commit. I don't know
yes,
if we said it or not, so I'm
yeah, I
just
might
making
have
sure,
glossed
yeah.
over it. I'm not sure, but and then Asher Prumer from St. Joseph Ogden. I got a good look at him in the nightcap. Askia commit there. He was 85, 86 from like a lower kind of deceptive slot with some natural, sink to it. And he was spinning a good breaking ball at 71, 73 with 2,600 RPM. He was just a fun little arm to see in the nightcap.
I mean,
Moving
that
on
was
to,
Defaball's guy from the state games. He was on
yeah,
Defaball's mound. So to see him carry that over into the fall championship is awesome.
yeah, I got a
Because
couple
this
more
late in the
guys.
year, like I try to not get too caught up in the velos. You know, like you have no idea what these guys have been doing all year. You don't know if they're playing other sports in the fall, like you mentioned, how many innings they logged in the spring. But for me, it's more like, hey, are they showing feel of the breaking ball? Are they pitching? How's it work? And I love the way Prumer works on the mound.
Hmm.
So glad to see that he was still kind of same velo, same stuff, still doing his thing.
For sure. I got a couple more guys that I think Defabot's going to like. But moving to some uncommitted 26s now, Josh Jones was probably the biggest takeaway. He was 90 to 92 again, or maybe more was 90 91.
Yeah, on the tweet it says 88-90, top 91.
Yeah.
Big time breaking ball though. It looks like throwing it at 80, 81, getting whiffs.
Yeah, it was whiffs. It was 2400. Workhorse frame. Was all in the zone. Yeah, it's a must-know uncommitted kid. Pretty sure he's high academic too, just from what I've gathered. But yeah, workhorse frame really looks the part. He was a state game winner as well, and showed pretty much of the same here. And to have that velo in the fall, 90, 91, like that's impressive. Because I know just from past experience, like in the fall, like arms tend to slow down a little bit. You're tired, yada yada yada. So who knows what it'll be this spring. He could put up some impressive numbers for sure. But Josh Zemer, speaking of impressive numbers, that dude absolutely raked in the spring and just keeps hitting every time we see him. He backspun a double to straightaway center, like beat the center fielder. It was like I didn't see the EV, but it left the bat in a hurry. That dude just gets off really good swings and is all over the barrel consistently.
It's a throwback hitter to me, Pete. Like I'm watching the swing, like it's it's on top of the baseball, and there's all kinds of like controlled aggression in there, and he's physical. So that is a very interesting uncommitted bat
for sure. And then sticking on the same team, it's Top Pick Academy. We got Hayden Foster from Caneland, and Josh Zemer was Glenbard East. I don't know if I mentioned that. And Josh Jones, normal community. Community's just absolutely loaded on the mound, by the way. But Hayden Foster from Caneland, another state game guy that I didn't personally know, and he was on my mound, and I came away loving it. And I really liked him again here. It's 85 to 87. Really like the way he gets down the mound. There's a ton more to project on in the frame. He's really lean. Spinning a good curveball at 73 to 75 with 2,500. And showing a changeup, too. He showed a good changeup in the tweet that I put out to a left-handed hitter. Like, really sold it and had some late dive to it. Got a whiff on it. 3-pitch mix. That's an uncommitted name to know for sure. And then moving over to some 2027s here. Aiden Cullen from Providence Catholic was just one of the guys that stood out to me on the day, playing second base for Rhino. He's Providence Catholic. I think I said that already. But really like the way the swing works. Like, he's definitely got some more room to grow physically. But the swing works, just athletic. He stood out on the infield for me. Like, really bouncy with a good first step. Was really holding down the second base spot well. Just range easily to both sides. Made some good plays. So he's a name to circle for sure. And then Omar Avalos, future gamer for us this past summer, just doing a lot of the same. Saw him single, looked the part in the outfield, was playing left field for GBA. He's Father McGivney, uncommitted name to know for sure. Just love the way that kid plays the game. Josiah Patterson from Kenwood, he threw it well on the mound. He was 84 to 86. He's a loose, athletic mover. There's some cut to it, and the slider was playing around 2,700. So I mean, typically with high schoolers, or even I guess in my experience in college, if people tend to cut the ball, they usually have a good breaking ball, and that proved true with Josiah. He was spinning a really good breaking ball, but yeah, he was able to repeat the delivery as well. He was throwing strikes, and then sticking on that White Sox ace team, Mikey Watson from Homewood Flossmoor, another guy that we really like. Just athletic, really looks the part at shortstop, can really defend. And there's twitch in the swing. He was, showing some line drive contact, so that was good to see. Then 2 arms for GRB that I liked on the first night. Sean Dabe from Huntley, and then Jackson McDonald from Sycamore. They were both in the mid-upper 80s. Sean Dabe, really quick arm, right at you. He kind of came in. It was not an easy situation. It was like bases loaded, nobody out in the first inning. So he had to go down, get hot really fast, and then come into the game. And he struck out, man, it might have been the first, I think he walked the first guy, but then struck out the next 5 guys in a row, locked in, was really dominant. And then McDonald, another one. He's kind of got that loose, low release, just another one to like. And then Langston Booth was another power arm 2027 that I saw from Loyola. He was 86, 87. Really physical frame. Just like the way he was going after hitters. And then Tyler Landon Clements from McHenry. Really like the way that kid moves. Landon. Yeah. Love the way that kid moves, super fluid, liked the swing a lot. He was on the barrel in the first night. Yeah, he was one that I know Tyler really likes from the spring. And another one here, Grayson Waters from OPRF, moving on to a left-handed pitcher now. This was the second day, so yesterday, or I guess this would be Sunday. No, sorry, Saturday. Jeez, for the people listening. He was 82 to 84. And it was really easy, long levered, clean, loose, long arm swing. Came out really good. I had a few people, even a few different colleges, come up to me and be like, I like that. That kid was good. So that's always good to see. And then same team, Hayden Adamowicz from Schaumburg. One guy that, we like him a lot on the mound, but man, is he physical, and when he gets into baseball, it can go a long way. He was on the barrel with a triple. The pull side is really compact, strong swing. Another one from that same team, Sparks North, Julio Ayala from Montini, just a guy that we all love him. Upside left-handed hitter, looks the part on the infield, swing works. Had him line drive up the middle for a single, so good to see him continue to produce there. And then Russell Hangles from Maine South threw it really well. 84 to 87, there's a lot to like just with the frame and the way it works. He was spraying it a little bit, but the stuff stood out still. It was 84 to 87 with whiffs. There's a lot to dream on in that frame. And another
he's
one,
a strong 2027 there. Like wide-shouldered and athletic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Another
the frame definitely stands
2027.
out.
Oh, yeah, another frame that stands out. If you guys haven't seen it, go check out that Kobe Jordan tweet from Providence Catholic. Yeah, 6'5". He was up to 85, and it looked like he was just placing the ball in the catcher's glove. Like, it was unreal, the extension that kid was getting. And just how easy it was. Like, I tweeted, like, he's a fun follow, because, like, it's a fun name. It's like, you don't know what that kid's going to be. That kid could be 90 next year. You don't know. Like, just how easy it was and how big he is, like, you really don't know. Now, moving on to some 28s here, and also kind of staying on the Maine South train, Henry Murphy, Tyler, another one that I think you'll like. He was a super sophomore guy for us, and really love the way it works. He was 80 to 82, super easy, ton of upside there, showing a good curveball in the mid-60s. He was throwing it really well for Kane's Midwest National. And then Jenner Smith from Hersey. He's a guy that we like on both sides of the ball, but I just only saw him hitting this time. It's just a ton of upside to dream on. Really like it. And then I didn't see him personally, but Cooper Trinkle did. Colin Lawler from Marist, he loved him. 80 to 83, and it's like an invisible fastball, especially to lefties. He was super in. He was talking my ear off about him in a good way. Just like, love the way it works, how easy it is, and it's easy to see why. Like, that kid's he's gonna be really, really good. And then some 29s here. I got my eyes on
I feel like you saw a ton of really good 29s, Pete.
Yeah, sure did. Got my eyes on that White Sox Ace 2029 team for the first time in the 8 a.m. slot on Saturday. So Silas Rainey, he started on the mound that game. Athletic 6-foot frame, 83 to 84, super easy, was throwing it really well. That kid's going to be good. He's Mount Carmel. And then Hector Valdez, JFG'er for us. He threw it well in his lone inning of work, struck out the side. He was up to 82, really getting a lot of ugly swings and ugly takes on the breaking ball. So he threw it really well. And then Paris Head, a name that I've been hearing a ton of. First time seeing him, love him. I mean, he was playing shortstop, really looks the part there. Athletic kid, can definitely continue to fill out. And I really like the swing, too. Is really loose and through the zone with some extension. And I know he's a pretty big-time prospect on the mound as well. Todd Delaney Jr., another one. JFG'er for us. Playing left field. We know he can handle the middle of the infield as well. Didn't see much from him in this one game, but, I mean, he's a guy that we love. And then Terrell Hampton Hall Jr., we've seen him in event. And, I mean, he's got, a ton of strength in that frame, and it easily translates to the swing. He doubled down the line, and he got another hit in front of me. He was playing a little first base catching a little bit, soft hand, strong arm. He's going to be one to watch for sure. And then Chase Watson was another one from Brother Rice that Cooper had tipped me off on. I think Cooper saw him catching at one point. I could be wrong there, but he is just long levered, a ton of upside in the swing. I saw him triple. Just another name that it just looks right. And at that young age, it's all about the movement patterns, and that's one to circle for sure. But another
You said
arm
Chase
that
Watson, right?
Chase Watson. Yep.
Yeah. I wonder if it's any relation to Mikey Watson.
You know what? Maybe.
But yeah, we'll see. Because Mikey was at Brother Rice too, and now he's going to Homewood. But I don't know. Maybe a cousin or something. Maybe not at all. But
Yeah.
I felt like the frame and everything seemed pretty similar. So, sorry.
No, you're good. Another arm that I liked, Vicente Amaro from Top Tier. He was playing catch up to 84, just super easy, very tall fall, not really getting his whole body into it, but the arm really worked, and there's a ton more there. I think he's going to be an arm to watch. Jacob Casper from Brother Rice, another JFGer for us. It's loose upside swing. I really like the way it worked defensively, with stealing strikes. And then my final guy, another JFGer for us, Jake Pisano from Providence Catholic. Had kind of a rocky first inning, but then really locked in and threw a great game after that. Up to 82 with natural sink, and I also saw him double. So, yeah, saw a lot, kind of out of breath, but it was great to see all those guys. Yeah. But
that's impressive stuff. Trying to track all that down. There's so many different fields going on, and then they also utilize Kokomo. There's a really nice facility in Kokomo that's got 4 fields that they use for this. So, I'm sure there's stuff that was going on that we didn't see, but man, we had people floating around as many fields as we could for all the days. That is a lot of really, really good stuff there, Pete, and appreciate you filling us in.